refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Look at my face in the rain, right? Yes, sir. Welcome back. FFC is back, baby. How we doing today? How are we doing? This is Coach. I am your host for FFC. We are literally through 4 weeks of football. How does everybody feel? Me, my heart is broken. Yeah. So sorry. So hold up. Yeah, I'm sad. 4 weeks is already gone. You know what that means? We ain't got that much time left. That means we got coaches getting ready to get fired here pretty soon in the next 2 weeks. It means we have a trade deadline that's coming up in the next 4 weeks. So, I mean, a quarter's gone. Can't get it back, right? It's you either 2-2, 3-1, 1-3. 4-0. I think there's a couple 4-0 teams. We do know we have some all 4 teams. Yeah. Like, I don't know, the Jets and Eric Glenn. Like, okay, buddy. They got a video of you doing the same dance from your past life, getting a pick and running it back. Okay. As a head coach, I need you to have just a tad bit more composure for your team. Let them do all that. You, as the head coach, you can tell everybody to get back to the sideline. You can't cause no penalties on your team for showboating too much. You on 4. You the Jets finna hang around and let you do this any much longer? Eric Glenn might be the first one gone. Dabo's job is saved because you got Jackson Dart scoring, dancing, and then winning. He didn't do it the other way. You know what I mean? And one day he got the win, so he decided to dance because he scored. No. Russell Wilson got benched. Jackson Dart for the start. Jackson Dart for the touchdown. Jackson Dart for the dance. And then the Giants got the win. Boy, that was beautiful. Hey, here's what's dangerous. Do not let these Giants catch fire with this young quarterback. Oh, my God, that'd be dangerous for the NFC East. I'm dead serious. And the Cowboys. They just tied with the Green Bay Packers, who I'm sorely disappointed in. Like, are you serious right now, Green Bay? And here's why I'm disappointed. This little snitch of a tie, it allows the Rams to come in there and take the second seed just like that. Just like that, because the Rams are playing amazing football. If you do not think Devontae Adams is headed to the playoffs, who's happy they got him on their fantasy because they listened to Coach? And mind you, how adamant was Coach years prior? It wasn't about Devontae. It wasn't about him being a bad receiver, nothing like that. His situations, right? I wasn't big on Devontae Adams. When he had Aaron Rodgers, yes, that's always a biggie. Outside of that, I wasn't big on Devontae Adams. Did I ever draft him in fantasy? Nah, just because there was other people I was aiming for. It's just the way it is. I never had Devontae Williams or Devontae Adams on my radar. I won a lot of championships, never having Devontae Adams on my roster. You see what I'm saying? Didn't have to, and I never lost a fantasy because I didn't have Devontae. So, but with the rate of where his career is headed, last year he had to make one good smart decision. Okay, can't chase Rodgers no more. Where do I need to go from here? He went to the Rams. And I'm telling you, with Matthew Stafford, that is probably the best option for his age and with the kind of quarterback he's looking for and the kind of team he's looking for. That's absolutely perfect. And he gets to live out in LA. He ain't in Green Bay. No, he loves Green Bay. Vontae Adams loved the cold. He was Green Bay. I'm telling you, he was. But I mean, come on. He ain't crying about now, raising his family and his life in sunny California. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So to me, Devontae Adams going to the Rams was probably the best decision for him and his career. And they're winning for it. I don't think they've lost a game yet. I think they might be 4-0. And if they have, they're 3-1. But I got to double check. I think they're 4-0. And a lot of that is because Devontae Adams. I'm dead serious. You have a threat at the wide receiving core that opens up so much on your like you have to put two on them. So every single body else is playing man coverage. You will not take. And here's the best part about Devontae. You can put three people on him. I promise you. Within 5 seconds, he's gonna get open. I watched a lot of football with Devontae, and the one thing he can do is get open. And when I say get open, there is a delay between receiver and corner that's like 4 yards in between because of how well he can get away. So yeah, Rams are playing outstanding football due to that one of Devontae Adams. They got a great team. Don't get me wrong. They got a good defense. They have a young defense. McVay is doing everything he can to keep that defense afloat. And he calls great plays on the offense to keep them guys in games. They have two good running backs. If you are a Kyron Williams lover like me, the love may be there, but the plays may not. Because again, they have two good running backs, and they're going to use both of them. If anything, this isn't the Todd Gurley show anymore. Okay, yes, it was Kyron Williams' moment for the moment, but now they're trying to get back. So how do you get back? You got to build your team, baby. You got to build the roster up. So having two running backs on your roster helps you. All right. So let us go check out what we need to go look at. What was it? The games for this week, week 4. Let's see. All right, so I lost more games this week. I do apologize. Coach was not here last week. I had some situations of sleep that I wasn't getting. So I was not able to do Thursday show. I tried to push it to Friday, but then I woke up, had a situation like Friday morning around like 4 in the morning. Baby girl was not doing too well, so that kind of kept me up for a little bit. So I had to miss Friday show, but we are back. I do apologize. We are back. I did not annotate my wins from week 4 or week 3? Week 4? No, week 4. But we'll still go over them. Where is it at? All right. So first up, we had Steelers and Vikings overseas. I did have the Steelers winning this game. They won 24-21. Carson Wentz is still playing, by the way. They have not given it back to McCarthy yet. He's still dealing with injury. Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27. Didn't see that one coming. Commanders are going through sophomore woes. I wondered if sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You just got to kind of watch. Throughout the first 4 weeks, you'll end up getting that definite answer. But yeah, they are dealing with sophomore slumps. So it's going to be a rough patch for Washington, which is why this is the wrong time for the Giants to catch fire with Commanders and Cowboys playing the way they're playing. So for the Eagles, they're fine. They're soaring off 4-0. Tennessee versus the Houston Texans. I did have Texans winning this game. They did put up 26 versus 0 for the Titans. The Titans are not good, but somebody made a comparison. And here's the funny thing about the comparison. He is not wrong at all. He is not wrong at all. So let's take it back, right? Will Lutz. Is it Lutz? Will Levis? Will Levis. Drafted to the Titans, 2nd round. I never thought Will Levis was a bad quarterback. I thought Will Levis was thrown into a team he wasn't going to be able to do anything with, and then they tried to compile that with weapons he had no chemistry with, like a DeAndre Hopkins. Like, really? Just throw the ball up to DeAndre Hopkins? Really? That's what you want me to do? So I'm going to be honest with you. The Titans, and I said this when Mike Vrabel left, and I told you guys, like, the way Mike Vrabel exited the Titans, there was a situation there, and it was the female. I hate this, and it's not because she was a female, but the new person that took over is a female. She has things that she wants for the Titans, and Vrabel was like, no. And then she wasn't budging, so Vrabel was like, I'm gone. And I said, that is not good. Obviously, meaning somebody running this organization is not running it properly. Here's the comparison, right? Will Levis and Cam Ward have the same stat line. I mean, the exact same stat line. Here's why one gets more scrutiny than the other. One was drafted first round, one was drafted in the second round. It's as simple as that. They both didn't come. They both came to a team that wasn't ready for football. Both of them. They don't have a running back. They don't have any named wide receivers to go anywhere with. They don't have a tight end. And I'm talking about Will and Cam. Like, this is a team that drafted quarterbacks and can't do anything with the quarterbacks because there's no type of weaponry. There's no defense on the defense. There's nothing on this team. They haven't had anything on this team. Here's what the Titans were supposed to do, because Cam Ward shouldn't be a Titan. Will Levis shouldn't have been a Titan. Here's what they should have done. You should have went out and got somebody like, I don't know, Nick Foles. You should have went out and got somebody like, well, you didn't have Ryan Tannehill, which is where you should have started your rebuild. But you didn't. You kept chasing something that wasn't there. It's almost like because you lost what's number 11's name? I can't think of it right now. The Super Bowl champion. You can't think right now. But because you lost your wide receiver, ever since then, it's just continued to drop. Like your potential to do anything good for this organization. Like the Tennessee Titans are just a bad organization. It has nothing to do with Cam Ward. This had nothing to do with Will Levis. This has everything to do with the decisions made by people who can make them. That means what? Oh, you all made bad decisions. I'll tell you, because you ain't going to tell yourself, and you're not going to listen to nobody. But see, a little tiny bit of show like mine, you won't even glance at. So what does Coach get to say? Everybody that sits around that oval table, you're all stupid. Every single last one of you. If you're a GM for the Tennessee Titans, if you're a president for the Tennessee Titans, if you're a staff member for the Tennessee Titans, if you're human resources for the Tennessee Titans, okay? If you are some type of CA, CEO, cleaner, I don't care who you are. You all sat in this stadium and in this building and watched this organization do absolutely nothing. Y'all do me a favor. Watch this. Go look at Tennessee Titans capital. Go look at their cap. Go look and see how much money the Tennessee Titans have. They got a lot of it. They ain't paid nobody. When was the last person in Tennessee had contract? Please tell me. When is the last time a Tennessee Titan had a max deal? Oh, let me see. Okay, Google, because they know everything. When is the last time a Tennessee Titan had a max deal?
I didn't understand.
Yeah, you do. All right, that's fine. My phone will tell me. Sometimes Google machine will act stupid. When's the last time a Tennessee Titan had a max contract? Let's see here. Well, they got $44 million in cap space, the 11th most in the NFL out of 32 teams. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but they have $44 million in cap space because they don't spend any money. They don't spend money. They haven't spent money, but what they have done is they have drafted players and have basically wasted them. A.J. Brown, I couldn't think of his name. So I actually completely get the comparison. If you're mad that guy made a comparison to Will Levis and Cam Ward, and they're saying how Will Levis pretty much got benched and his job taken away because he was the number 2 pick, and this one is at Cam Ward, he's the number 1 pick, he's getting the pass. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Because tell me what number 1 pick didn't get a pass. How long did you fools make me watch that trash-ass player in Jadeveon Clowney just because he was the number 1 draft pick? Or did y'all forget? Oh, he's a forgotten player now. Don't nobody talk about Jadeveon Clowney now. But when I was screaming how absent and disdained and ignorant and bad of a player he was, I had no idea what I was talking about, huh? The fact that he is a defensive end / linebacker and he can only average, if good and lasting a season, 34 tackles. When you got people who bleed in that position in the 50s, he is 20% lower than his peers in every category. But because he had a hit on a Michigan running back in the Big Ten Conference behind a line of scrimmage, one time, he ended up becoming the number 1 draft pick. He didn't even play his senior year because he was worried about his draft status. Really? Goes to the Texans and does nothing. I mean, how many times have we seen that come into the NFL? So no, number 1 draft picks get a pass. Cam Ward gets a pass. Ain't nothing there for him to use to win. So what is he supposed to do? Create water from doo-doo? Because that's what he's throwing the ball to. That's what's protecting him. So what do you want him to do? What did you want Will Levis to do? This is a Tennessee Titans organization problem. They have no idea what they're doing. And this is what's being produced on the field. Ain't that hard? Let's see. Browns versus the Lions. Let's see something real quick. This is getting bad. Browns can't even cross 15. Who's starting for the Browns in week 5? Now let me tell you. Shut up, Google. Let me tell you how. Hold on. Because now Coach has to pull up the evidence. I got to pull up what I have. Okay. Now let's go to the Cleveland Browns. We are in week 5. They play the Titans in week 14. Week 14, they play the Titans. Now, he gonna need some games under his belt before he plays homie. It'll never happen. Because Dylan Gabriel is going to start in week 5 against Minnesota. Guess who comes back? Guess who's gonna mess around and get this win? Minnesota. So Dylan Gabriel will lose. And then guess who Dylan got to deal with? Pittsburgh. And I think in that Pittsburgh game, he could get hurt. Now, if he doesn't get hurt in Pittsburgh, he'll play in Miami. He might lose in Miami. Because I have them losing to Miami, actually, in week 7. And this is where Baltimore picks up their win. Because Shadir will play in week 8. I think he'll come in the game in the Dolphins because I think Dylan Gabriel will get hurt in the Dolphins or he'll play so bad that they're going to have to put in Shadir. I don't think Dylan Gabriel's good. So, by week 8, we should see Shadir. I'm on track. I'm looking at the predictions that I did, dated. When did I make this? When did I do this? Where's my date? Back in July, when the schedule predictions came out. Oh no, back in June. Back in June when schedules came out. Okay. So I've been holding on to this treasure for a minute now. And even on mine, I have they won 1. Didn't they win 1? So they 1-3. I have them 0-4, but they won 1. Or are they 0-4? Did they beat the Packers in week 3? I think they did. So that's what it was. They beat the Packers week 3. That's why they're 1-3. They It should be 0-4. Packers are very disappointing to me right now. But yeah, we're on track. We are on track. I told y'all that Joe Flacco would not make it out of football after week 3. And here we are, or after week 3, week 4, here we are in week 5. And come Dylan Gabriel. Who's gonna lose? I got I'm not gonna say I'm right, but we'll just say that, like I said, I'm on track. Okay, I'm following my own patterns. Okay, and right now I have Shadir starting in week 8 and it hasn't changed yet. Dylan Gabriel came in right where I said he should come in, and he's gonna exit out right where I believe he should exit out. And that's if it ain't against Pittsburgh. That's if Pittsburgh don't put a nail on his ass. I'm telling you, Pittsburgh is I like what they're doing. I like the wins that they're getting. They're close. They're relied on the big man, Rodgers. If y'all mad about everybody, all these players smelling salt, look, it'll get banned here soon. Not during the season. So enjoy it. They're not hurting nobody. They're getting a small little boost. It helps them. It's a hard sport. They found a way to get something in the game until the NFL decides to take it away. Okay, every sport has something like that. Like, I mean, look, if a person didn't heal over and die on the field, not one person has had a cause of death from getting a little extra energy in a stressful environment. Okay, they can't smoke weed, but you guys want these players to beat the snot out of each other and just what? Walk the pain away? Oh yeah. F you. What kind of fan are you? That's the one thing I never understand about fans. You're mad when your players get hurt and they're out for the season. This hurts your fantasy team. This hurts your money in your pockets, right? But yet the player does something that's not even illegal to enhance the ability to not get hurt, and you slander him. Oh, you need is you have to use PEDs to do this. You can't just no, you can't naturally go out there and smack somebody around. You go do it. You go out there and put your body on the line and tell somebody, walk it off. Make me want to slap you. Are you crazy? These people are in pain. If they could actually sit and smoke weed, I promise you'll never hear another PED issue ever again. You want to know something else? If you allow these players to smoke a little weed, I bet you wouldn't have not one DUI. I put that on my life. You wouldn't have one single DUI issue. Not one. No drinking under the influence. Nope. They're going to smoke their weed and go home. They ain't going to drink under the influence. I promise you. A lot of these players do it because it's the easiest access to eliminate the pain. And they'll just deal with the consequences. That's what's gotten to the point of a lot of people. Okay? The pain has gotten so much, they know what will help and they can't use it. So they're going to find out that other alternative and deal with the consequences. It is what it is. But a person is not going to feel pain. Do you understand that? Humanity, we are creatures of habit. And if we don't want to feel something, we're going to find a way not to feel it. It's not even hard. Like, that's why I love the NBA. Did they get do it during the season? No. They got to find other alternatives. But off-season wise, these boys get smoked up. Relax. Pain-free. Let those muscles heal naturally with a little bit of grass. Can't do that in football because these SOs don't want their product stained. I come for NFL owners all the time. I love my sport, but I would come for the owners. I would come for these SOs. Oh, that's your new nickname. When you figure it out, streaming will make me stop. But until you do, you SOs need to figure it out. Okay? You need to help out your players, and you need to find a way for them to get some better treatment, i.e. marijuana. Okay? Because until you SOs do, these players are going to find a way to do whatever they want to stop feeling the pain. It's like, you're not losing any money, SOs. You're getting more money, SOs. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I'm preaching SO. That's my new thing. I love it. I love it. Until they figure it out, I get to say it all the F I want. All right. Where we at? All right, so we got the Lions beat up on the Browns. I had that one as a pick. Bills Saints had that pick as well, 31-19. Not much to say really within that game. Chris Olave needs to go to the team. He needs to go somewhere where he can be more appreciated as a wide receiver. Because here's the problem. By the time he gets that appreciation, he's going to lose a step by the time they get a quarterback for him. And that's going to be bad. All right, Patriots, Panthers. Patriots win 42-13. Easy win for the Patriots. Beautiful game by Drake May. And everybody can stop worrying about the running back. Chargers, Giants. This was a surprising win. I did not obviously have the Giants winning this game. I like this loss for the Chargers, though. Again, I have them winning 12 wins. This is their first loss. They're okay. But what this does for the Chargers, it puts things in perspective of what they need to do moving forward. A loss really helps, and it helps minimize mistakes. When you win, there's really nothing to minimize. You're winning. Like, what are you really going to go look at on tape? All you see is that you can't lose. But when you have losses on your thing, the mistakes they're more avid to your eyes. Okay, so this is a good loss for the Chargers. They'll mount back next week, no problem. All right, we had Eagles, Buccaneers. This was a great game, but as I told you guys, even during schedule predicting back in June, I told you guys, the Eagles were going to win this game. Because I still have the Buccaneers in the playoffs. Even the Packers, even though they look like a booty because they're going to lose to the Eagles too. But there's a lot of teams that have lose to the Eagles that's still going to be in the playoffs. This is one of them. But Bucks are in the playoffs. Still got Baker Mayfield MVP, 31-25. What 31-25 means is the Todd Bowles defense is trash. That's what it means. Todd Bowles defense is hot garbage. All right, Colts and Rams. This was a big game for both teams. Rams came out with the win, 27-20. We had the Jaguars and the 49ers. I did not have the 49ers winning this game. I did not have the Jaguars winning this game, so kudos to the Jaguars winning 26-21. Even with that, the 49ers are still dealing now with injuries. They got 3 players now, Parcel and Purdy again, and someone else. Now 3, basically they're week to week with banged up injuries. Let's see, we have the Bears and Raiders. Bears beat the Raiders 25-21. Good game for the Bears. Again, I said, like I told you guys, the Raiders, one, they don't win a lot of home games. Ever since they built that new stadium, they don't win a lot of home games. 2, I wasn't really sure what the Geno Smith and Pete Carroll project would bring outside of losses, and they're well on track for at least addressing that. Because oh boy, the Raiders. Like I said, I only had to win 6 games this year with Geno. All right, we got Ravens and Chiefs. This is rough for Ravens fans. You don't have a good record this season, and on top of that, you lose your quarterback, who is now week to week for 2 to 3 weeks. Ooh. I had the Ravens winning 12, 11 games, right? But in the back of my mind, I was just like, the schedule itself could shift it to 9 to 10. Like, just because it's one of those schedules where, yeah, can the Ravens win? Yeah. But can the Ravens lose? Yeah. They're dealing with, I don't know what they're dealing with. Like, every year we're making up an excuse of what's the issue. Like, last year, they didn't have a defense. The year before that, too many penalties. The year before that. Like, it's like we're always making an excuse on what's going on with these Ravens. And so here's what we got to do. You can't make excuses anymore. We gotta start making blames. We gotta come at the coach. Harbaugh. Is your teaching still being followed? Is what you have still something they want? Or is it time for you to go? Not fired, like not never playing or coaching in the NFL again. There's so many teams you can go to. But is your time with the Ravens potentially over? Could be. Could Lamar need a different type of offense? Or is Lamar only stricken to one kind of offense, which makes him limited in most of field play, which allows teams to do what they do to the Ravens? So there's a lot to pick apart here. There's a lot. Zay Flowers, you're not answering the call, buddy. Where you at? Can't find you on the field. If he's still relying on his tight end the way he does and not down the field the way he should, is that a Lamar Jackson thing? Are they not getting open? There are no more excuses for this team. We got to start pointing. We got to hold accountability because it's bad right now for the Ravens, and it shouldn't be. That's the thing. They're a very strong team, and they have no way of putting that strength together. And to my disappointment, the Packers, bro, putting 40 up on the Cowboys ain't hard. Putting 40 on you, how? Now, to the Cowboys' strength, I do not have a problem with the Cowboys' offense. I have said it since week one. The way Dak has been throwing the ball, the way the offense has been looking, they look so fluid. They look like they know. For instance, Dak looks like he knows where he wants to go with the football at every single time he throws it. I don't know who this offensive coordinator is, but you got Dak looking like he was looking that first time. Not the first time, like that one. I want to say the first time when he had Dan, when Schultz started showing himself. I want to say this was 2 years ago when the tight end kind of emerged for Dallas. It was 2 or 3 years ago. I forgot who the offensive coordinator was then. I want to say CD was in his second, third year of CD Lamb, right? I think the Cowboys even had 11 wins this season. They were moving the ball. They were efficient in football games. Did they lose weird games they shouldn't have, which when they had 6 losses on their record? Yeah, they did. It is what it is. I think it was the year before Dak broke his thumb against the Bucs and he got booed out the stadium. So the year before that, Cowboys had a wonderful, wonderful season. Great campaign. And it looks to me offensively as if that's the route that they're going, right? Then we got this crappy defense that has given up 40 points every week. Are you dogging? Are you dead ass? Who is calling the plays on the defense, Jerry? Is it you? We all know what we feel about you. And if it's somebody else, go ahead, fire him now. Ain't no point of allowing your defense to continue this for the next part of the NFL. There has to be decisions made. You are allowing 40 points every week, bro. Come on, this is not fun. We have a tie on our record with the Cowboys' name attached to it. Because you can't just get a win. And you're so ignorant with it, you don't know how to lay down and take a loss. So here we are with a tie on the NFL season with the Cowboys' names attached to it. All right, moving on. Jets, Dolphins. Well, I guess I won't have to deal with not another Tyreek Hill question. I'm not laughing at him. I'm not making fun of him. That's not what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at the circumstances and just how things happen. You got the good jerseys on. You're going up against the Jets. You're actually in control of this game. And then Tyreek Hill goes out with a broken leg. That's weird. You can say it was adrenaline that had him clapping and cheering. No. I know a man's excitement when I see a man's excitement. He gone. He about to do his little medical practice. He about to do his little thing, get that cast on his leg. He finna call him move. He gone. He ain't playing for these. He ain't playing for Miami no more. He is leaving. He might just go home and recover, and then deal with a team wanting him whenever he's ready to go. Whenever he's healthy. But he's gone. He is leaving Florida. He ain't staying here. And if he is, he's leaving Miami. He's probably gonna go up north where he probably, he's from Florida, so. But he's done with the whole Miami train. Like, he's out of here. Like, that's what that smile was for. Like, bye. Yeah, I had to break my leg doing it, but bye. Like, that's what that was. He gone. You ain't got to worry about Tua no more. Now, is this gonna? I don't know what this does for the Dolphins. I mean, they play the Jets, bro. Like, if you can't beat the Jets, yeah, you deserve to be fired too, coach. Your player's gone. He got injured. You can't beat the Jets. You're fired. But he saved his job. Again, excuse me. Like I said, there really is no point of firing him right now. Who's going to take this team over and win? Nobody. So leave him right there. And then at the end of the season, deuces. Last game. Ooh. Broncos, Bengals. Bengals lost. Here is the significance of what's going on, right? Bengals are 1-3, maybe 2-2. Gotta look. Baltimore is 1-3. Or 2-3. I think they're 1-3. No, they might be 2-2. Maybe they 1-2, lost 2. I think they're 2-2. And obviously the Browns are 0-4. Guess who has a winning record and is on top in this division? Aaron Rodgers. Everybody didn't like Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. Everybody didn't like the Steelers waiting for Rodgers. Hell, I didn't like it. I didn't care for all that drama. Either you're going or you're not. But he went. And he's happy. And they're winning. And they're winning with that defense playing, not Baltimore defense. Pay attention to that. Watch what this defense starts to do within the next week or two. Matter of fact, I'm so confident in Baltimore and Steelers right now. I would take the defense in the next 3 weeks. Turnover City is coming. They smell blood in the water. They're 3-1. They got the division right now. You know how important that is for Baltimore? I mean, for Pittsburgh? They had to lose it. And they didn't even have to play anybody in the division to get it yet. Maybe one team? No, they played Jets week 1. Okay? They just played the Commanders, not division. Right? Played the Patriots, not division. Oh, no. They haven't even played a division game yet. Now, I want to say Baltimore is technically still number 1 because they have a division win. They're number 1 in the division because I believe they have a division win. So that puts them on. And I think the the Bengals have a division win. So if they had winning record, they'd be above. I think Steelers should still be above because they have a winning record, just don't have a division win yet. So they'll get that here very soon. I ain't worried about that. All right, let's head over to the chats real quick. Oh, Cardo, no. Who's your backup? But I would have started Herbert against the Giants too. I'm sorry. I would have expected Herbert to have a bad game just because of the Giants, but yeah, a quarterback with 1 or no touchdowns does nothing for you in fantasy. That's the part that hurts really bad. Hold up, Josh Downs, what we doing, people? How you doing, Adrian? Let me see, Josh Downs. Let me see something. Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. If it were me with Josh Downs looking like that, if I even see one person on the waiver wire that has better stats, he's gone. Sorry, I don't have time. I get it. Don't play for the name, bro. Don't play for the name. He ain't getting touches. 2-3 touches a game. Like that's you got your boy Jonathan Taylor running the ball very efficiently. His biggest game was 8 targets against Denver. But he can't, like, 12 yards, 51 yards, 34 yards, 24 yards. Nah, bro. He can't get open. And Daniel Jones ain't gonna throw the ball over there. So if me personally, I'm looking to the waiver wire. That's exactly where I'm going. You can't trade him. He hasn't done anything on the roster to trade him. If you can bench him right now, I would. But if there's somebody else on the waiver wire that has better stats, that's what you want on your bench. And Josh Downs is gonna have to go. You look here. For the first 4 weeks, he's done nothing for you, right? If you dropped him from your team now, let's be real. You think you lose it to him next week? You think you lose it to him the week after that? Is he probably even going to be on somebody's team for the next 3 weeks? Because somebody else is going to look at that stats when you drop him and be like, ugh. Or they might be stupid. Like, oh, that's Josh Downs. What are they doing? It's only one loss. Oh my God, I got him. That dude's stupid. Okay, you be stupid. But if you keep him on your roster right now, that might be stupid. You see what I'm saying? So find out what stupid works better for you. Broly, my man, how we doing today? Quick thoughts on the trade question. What you got for me? What you got? Trade away Nakua and Hampton for Derrick Henry and Barkley. It is non-PPR. Did I lose horribly here? Well, you traded away Nakua and Hampton, and you brought in Henry, and you brought in Barkley? No, you didn't lose. For non-PPR purposes, this is actually good. The only thing about non-PPR is Henry is more touchdown dependent unless he gets 150 yards. Because 100 yards is only 10 points. You see what I'm saying? So unless he gets a touchdown, but if it's not PPR, that's pretty much like it for everybody. So I would not say you lost the trade here because the guy that got Nakua, I mean, Nakua can have 8 catches, right? The many catches ain't going to him. It's not PPR. So the only thing he'll get out of those 8 catches is whatever yards Puka Nakua gets. And it looks like Mr. Devontae Adams is being a touchdown vulture. So Nakua ain't going to be in the end zone as much as Devontae Adams, in my personal opinion. So I actually think you actually did pretty good here with this trade. Why? Because you were actually able to bring in Barkley, who is going to score when he's in the red zone, or if he breaks away from him. So you actually didn't lose. I don't think this was a loss of the trade at all. Let's see here. Niori, how we doing? Should I sell high on Amika or hold? Also, I have Travion and RJ Harvey. Should I hold them as well? Currently 3-1 in the full PPR. Okay, well, here's my question. If you sell Amika for who? Who's better than Amika right now? Baker Mayfield lost 1 game to the Eagles. That was going to happen. That was going to happen. They're still going to win 12 games. I still got Baker Mayfield as a league MVP, and a lot of that will be due because of Amika, my personal opinion. I would hold unless there's just somebody out there like a Devontae Adams you're trying to trade for, trying to sell high for. But you tell me what receivers right now through week 4 are doing more work than Amika at his position. Also, I have Trevion, and RJ Harvey. Should I hold them as well? Again, who would you try to trade them for? Those are 2 young running backs, rookie running backs. Rookie, you guys were not here for the first 2 seasons. All right. I think I need to have a prompter to have this up before the season starts. Rookie running backs do not get PT. Like, they don't, like, really just get the rock until week 6, week 8. That's when they take off. Okay? the first 6 weeks, these kids are they're getting their legs under and running the ball with grown men. Like it's not easy. Okay, you don't just get the ball, get behind the line of scrimmage, and then go. No, it takes these rookie guys. It takes these guys a minute. Reading the field, it's a lot. Okay, there's a lot that comes with a lot of this. So, but as I say it every year, I pick up rookie running backs. Absolutely. When I play fantasy football, I'm going to have a rookie receiver and I'm going to have a rookie running back. And I promise you, my rookie receiver will get more touches before the rookie running back. A rookie running back is actually behind somebody, or even if they're not behind somebody and they're starting. What did I tell y'all the first week or the first year Bijan Robinson was a rookie? What did I tell you guys? I couldn't drop him from 7th overall in the first round, but I told you, do not touch it. You cannot take somebody in fantasy who's going to be 80% of the offense, and this team is only going to win 7 games. So out of those 7 games that they win, how many do you think Bijan will be effective in? Most of them. But of the other 10 games they lose, where is his effectiveness going to be? So then what does that do for you in fantasy? You see what I'm saying? But then his second year, what did I say? Take Bijan. Why? Because who was the quarterback? Kirk Cousins. and who else did I say take? Because I had him on my team. Darnell Mooney. Why? Darnell Mooney's a number 1 wide receiver. He was just playing in a 2 spot. And if you're playing in single coverage and your quarterback is Kirk Cousins, who's getting the ball? Okay? So, back to your question. I would hold. You have 2 of them. If you can get 1, keep 1. That's fine. But I for sure would hold 1. If you can get rid of the other one just to get a better named player, that's fine too. I don't mind that. I probably wouldn't myself hold both of these young receivers just because with being 3-1 and the season going to where it's going, you're trying to stay up a foot on everybody else. So yeah, there's nothing wrong. I wouldn't get rid of both, but yeah, 1 for sure. I would sell 1. Probably Travion because he's a higher sell after his big game that he just had. All right, you think I should trade? Who's this? Connor, how we doing today? You think I should trade Worthy for Keenan? I have Rice too. Yeah, Rasheed Rice? Then yeah, I would do that. Here's why I would do that. Sometimes I'll keep both receivers for the same team if both their numbers are giving me 15 plus. If one is giving me better numbers than the other and it's an alternate week like that, I can't work with that. So yeah, I would have to need to get rid of 1. So yeah, if you already have Rice and you're happy with Rice, then yeah, I would trade Worthy for Keenan Allen. Absolutely. Keenan Allen is happy. He's back with the Chargers. His quarterback is playing great. They got great coaching. They lost to the Giants. They're still going to win. They're still going to win 12 games and be in the playoffs. So I have no worries behind the Chargers. Again, I said it was a great tough win for them. Like that was a loss they needed, so that way they don't have stupid losses like that coming in the future. You see what I'm saying? That early loss right now, they ain't not worried about. The Giants needed that win more than anything. Alvin Kamara outlook. Think he will get traded because of Dre Miller's come up? Nah. They could. Don't get me wrong, they could. He's an aging running back, and if anybody needs an Alvin Kamara right now, it would be a great decision to make. But this is the Saints we're talking about. All they have is Alvin Kamara. They can't win a football game. Will they send him away so he can be better for his career? I didn't know they thought like that. It could happen, yes. Don't be surprised if it doesn't. Personally, if this was another organization, I would say yeah, because if I knew what they, this is the Saints, and it's almost just like, why would we give away our best players just because of them? That means we got 2 good players. That's their mentality. Yeah, they don't know how to use either one of them. So the coaching staff isn't good. The quarterbacking isn't good. The defense isn't good. Only thing they have is Alvin Kamara. So no. I don't think they would trade him. But again, anything can happen when it comes to the business of football. You got Henry. Okay, perfect, like I thought. Thanks. Yeah, it feels like I dropped the ball. Derrick Henry style, losing both Nakua and Hampton to being non-PPR does make me feel less terrible about it. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. It's not that you drop the ball with Henry. Henry is there. You ever just watch a team just do too damn much? That's what the Ravens are right now. They're doing too much. What they need to do is find their calm and just find their momentum. That's all they need to do. And they will steamroll through people. But they get in their own way. Yes, they do. And then when it happens, then we got to have these talks about Derrick Henry. But it's a long season. I think we should be okay. And as long as you have another running back on your roster that's good, then Derrick Henry could just become an added piece. No harm, no foul. Frizz, what's good? How we doing today? Thank you for tuning in. What you got for me? Start Keon Coleman or Isaiah Bond this week? Let's check that out. So 6 receptions and 6 targets. Yeah, 6 targets. I'm gonna hold off. I don't know. You might have to. He is getting the workload. He will get the workload. But he's going to give us. He's going up against the Vikings defense, which is true, that has allowed the fewest points per game to opponent wide receivers. That is very, very true. He's a clear name to monitor for the season, but for right now, I would say no. No, I would stick with Keon Coleman. Yeah, I would stick with Keon Coleman this week. Tron, what's good, my wife? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. All right, for flex, do I start Travion Henderson or Chase Brown this week, Travion? He had a good game. I want to follow that trend this week. The Bengals look bad. Who do the Bengals play this week? Let's go look at that first. Let's go check out the Bengals and see who they play. Oh, no, thank you. They got Detroit this week. I'm okay. No, hell no. No. Damn, but Henderson got Buffalo. That's tough. Oh, boy. Oh, you got a tough matchup. Oh, damn. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Henderson. We're going to bank on the red zone touchdown. We're going to have to bank on the goal line. He'll have 47, maybe 50-something yards rushing. Maybe 60-something total yards if he catches. But we really need to be like this the whole game for a touchdown, my guy. The whole game. Let me go back and look at Chase. Maybe I know it's the Lions, but maybe Brown still did something with his quarterback out. It's not the same, bruh. Oh my God, they're the same player. But here's what I will say, right? Against Denver with no real player, like with no real quarterback, he dropped 10 points. Could he do that against Detroit? I mean, he could. He could. He was the one right spot for the Bengals. As long as Rush went for only 6 yards. Because he only averaged 2.9 a carry. But again, Denver's defense is good. Because of the check down option of Jake Browning, I might have to go at home Chase Brown. Let's see. Yeah, Trayvon's on the road. They got to go to Buffalo. I don't like that. Give me Chase Brown. Yeah, give me Chase Brown. I'd rather die with that one and his 8 points than Trayvon may be able to get me 6 because of playing against that Buffalo defense. Because the minute Buffalo goes up in the score, they're going to abandon the run. The minute Chase Brown or Jake Brown get in trouble, he will dump it to Chase Brown. So there's the difference. All right, lineup ends up being running back 1, Cook, Barkley, flex, Henry. Wide receiver, Egbuka, Quentin Johnson, and Jamar Chase on the bench. Thank you, because right now I love Chase. He's probably one of my favorite receivers. But without his quarterback, he's ass. I wouldn't say without his quarterback. Without a good quarterback, because Jake Brown ain't good. All right, so yeah, that lineup looks pretty good. You should that's what I would go with this week. And they're gonna rely on Derrick Henry this week because obviously Lamar ain't playing. All right. Let's see. I lost Tyreek. I mean, I don't feel bad for you. I kind of feel happy for you because now you got to find a way to do it without somebody who wasn't even doing it for you. Wide receivers are down to DK, McLaurin, week-to-week injury, which sucks. Wandale, Cup, Travis Hunter. Here's where I'm going to go. What other running backs do you have? You have Christian McCaffrey and Barkley. What other running backs do you have? That's my first question. Because I really want you to get rid of receivers and get more receivers if you can. Or running back receiver for a running back receiver. So let me see what other running backs you got. Let's see, can I put in Isaiah Bond in the flex if it's better? The problem with Isaiah Bond is I don't trust Dylan Gabriel or like anything about Dylan Gabriel. I really don't know how this game is going to go. I don't know their chemistry. Even the reports basically have him as a bench stash. Like, he'll start, don't get me wrong, he will start in the game, but production-wise, I really don't know what this kid's going to do. And they're not playing against a easy team either. They're playing the Minnesota Vikings. They're not a great team either, though. But their secondary is good for Minnesota. So that's the issue. Is that secondary is giving up the least fuels. You can flex it. You can flex it. No, that's not a you know. I mean, if your roster isn't strong enough without him anyway, then you may just have to flex it. Just traded Chase and Mika and Scatterbo for Jettas, Rice, and Chase Brown. I got Bijan Taylor, Nico, Rome, T-Mac. Do you have an 8-man league? Jesus Christ. Did I make a good trade or should I drop anybody for Cortland Sutton? Is Cortland Sutton on the waiver wire? Okay, first of all, yes, Rome. Bye. He's got to go. Then, or T-Mac. One of them got to go. Then you can bring in Cortland Sutton. How is Cortland Sutton on anybody's roster? This got to be an 8-man league. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. All right, which DTS should I go with for the next 4 to 5 games? Colts, Rams, Bills. Colts. No, Rams. I will go with the Rams. Let me check the numbers real quick. All right, I'm gonna check who they play the next 5 weeks. Rams got San Francisco. That's a yes. Houston, no. Who's next after San Francisco? Baltimore, that's a yes. Jacksonville, that's a yes. Then they got a bye week. For New Orleans, yes. San Francisco, when they go back to San Francisco at San Francisco in week 10, drop the Rams. Find somebody else. But until then, I'm rocking the Rams. And then they got their bye week, so you're going to have to find somebody else throughout that bye week for that bye week. But yeah, I'm rocking with the Rams for the next three weeks, basically. 3 to 4 games. So that's what I'm doing the Rams. You could do the Bills. I'm surprised the Bills are available. The Bills, to me, don't take the ball away enough or do anything defensively enough for points. Let me go look. Yeah, -2, 12, 4, 7. No to the Bills. Absolutely not. No, don't do the Bills. I would go with the Rams. Definitely go with the Rams. They're going to give you a solid 10. I would say a solid 8 to 15 a week. Should I trade Derrick Henry and J-Mo for Saquon and Stephon? Hell no. The minute you said Stephon Diggs, nope. That's all I need to see. Nope. Stay right there where you got. You better find somebody else. Or go pick another name, take Stephon Diggs out of there, and put somebody else in there. But do not put Stephon Diggs on your team. You can worry about Henry all you want. You're going to be real sad when you put Stephon Diggs on your team and come week 7, he ain't playing no football because it's cold outside. Oh, we still playing that song. Stephon Diggs cannot catch in the cold. I have no idea why he went to New England. It gets cold in New England faster. See, everywhere else he went, you had at least till week 9. But week 10, it got cold, and he was out. He was ghost. Now you lost the 2 extra weeks because he went to New England where it gets colder. So, again, no, you don't need Stephon Diggs on your team. Absolutely not. Find somebody else. If you can't find anybody else, you're going to be stuck with Derrick Henry and J-Mo, and you'll be happy. I promise. Roy, how we doing, my boy? Hey, man, I'm here again. Don't know if you still remember me, but I was asking about Caleb in Rome last week. Yeah, I remember. What do you feel about A.J. Brown? Because I'm really tired of this Eagles play calling. Okay, right now, this is about fantasy. This isn't about players. This isn't about who you like. This isn't about, oh, my God, he's the greatest player that's never done this and did that. Bye! You got to get him off your team. He has not produced for you. Anybody that's got A.J. Brown, here's one of 2 things you can do. Drop him or bench him. You ain't going to be able to trade him. Right now, with the way it's looking, I've even said it. The Eagles are not playing that kind of football. They want to win, and they're trying to win in the safest way possible without risking any injury. So they get right back to what they were doing, win the Super Bowl. So I right now, he's not putting in fantasy number work. I don't think you're going to get that out of A.J. Brown this year. That's just not that team's mentality right now. Like, I'm even surprised Saquon has what he has. Like, he only getting balls in certain. Like, they're not playing orthodox football. They're playing safe. We don't want to get hurt. We're doing everything we can do minimally to just win these football games and go home. That's all they're doing. So for me, I'm tired of it with you. I have to get rid of him. I'm sorry. I do have to find a way to either I'm going to have to bench him and grab somebody off the waiver wire that's giving me production, or I'm going to have to drop him and pick up somebody that's giving me production. But right now, AJ, if you're losing with AJ Brown on your record or on your roster, that's why. It sucks to say because you should not be losing fantasy with AJ Brown, right? Right now, they did their job already. I was more bigger on DK this year. I wish a lot of y'all followed me before the season started. I was bigger on DK this year because of the whole emergence scene that he needed. He needed to emerge. He needed something more. He needed something out of Seattle. He went to Pittsburgh. He ended up with Aaron Rodgers. And now look. And he's not putting up great numbers, but the numbers are climbing in a very progressive way. Okay? And you're not going to get that out these Eagles. They're just going to win football games. So your answer is drop or bench. Okay, got offered Scatterbo and Godwin for Waddle and Travion. Thoughts? Yeah, I'd take it. He's scared of Miami because Tyreek Hill got hurt. He's scared of Travion because they got to play the Bills next week. So he wants Scatterbo because Scatterbo and the Giants are on a high. He wants Godwin because Godwin is the number one because Evans is out for the next 3 weeks. So, yes, take the trade. Absolutely. Want to know why? Waddle is now the new number one in Miami. Travion, yes, he's going up against the Bills this week. then he'll have better weeks after. As long as you got somebody that you don't, maybe you don't have to play them this week and you can play other people and get your win, do that. Let them sit on the bench. Let that guy lose because Scatterbo and Godwin, they're only going to be, they're rich prices right now. You're getting rid of rich prices for quality right now. And that's what you want to sustain you for the season, okay? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so here's Coach's advice. This is your last 8-man league. We won't be doing this again, my boy. No. Let us progress ourselves. 10 and up after this. See, when I play dominoes, right? I'm from Texas. We got to do it the right way. We don't play with fives. It's 10 to get in. And it's 10 and up there. We don't nickel. We don't do nickels. No. We take them out. That's too easy. So for you, no more 8-mans after this. We are sticking to 10 and up. You better find 2 more people. If you need coach to come in, I'll be a 9th. And we'll find them 10th. But we're not doing no more 8-man leagues. This is the last one. It's too easy for you. You got every name in fantasy roster on your team. I don't see you losing. You're probably 4-0 right now, too, aren't you? 3-1 if somebody just happened to get lucky. Chris, I got Brees, Trayvon, Woody, Chase, Blake Corum, Ollie Gordon. Tajay's on IR. That sucks, too. Should I drop one to stash Jalen Cocker? My wide receivers are CD, Drake, Golden State. Are you in the 8-man league too? No, this is more like a 10-man. I would say if you're going to drop somebody for Jalen Cooker, I would drop, let me see. Yeah, I'd drop Darius Slayton. That's what I would drop. I would drop Darius Slayton to pick up to stash what's his name? Jalen Coker. 8-man league, they retarded. No, you are. Hell no, they're not the retarded ones. You put the people. Now I'm coming at you. You see, if your 8-man league was just when your team was just had a few holes, then no. But no. You have probably the most top heaviest 8-man team. You did this. No, they're not the retarded ones. I gotta come with you, us. But no. Let's see. You really rate Rome lower in fantasy than T-Mac, Brian Thomas Jr., and Sutton. It's not that I rate him lower. These players' value are higher than Rome, and it is because Rome is not a number one. Now, where is he now? I know he wasn't the last couple of years. Let me see. They got a bye week this week. It's so early. That is crazy, to be quite honest with you, because his numbers are 10 times better than those receivers. So you are right. Thank you for correcting coach. Because my issue with Brian Thomas is he hasn't done anything this year. I don't know if it's him. I really think it's quarterback. Let me not stop. Let me not do that. It's his quarterback. I have not had faith in Trevor Lawrence. So Trevor Lawrence got in the league. Him and that baby face. Hell, what was the last year, the year before that? It was the game for the most highest paid unskilled quarterback between him and Tua. And Tua ended up winning. So that made Lawrence the highest paid quarterback to do absolutely nothing. So yeah, you got coach on that one. I think I'm still playing on what I expected at the beginning of the year, but even though they're 2-2, which is good. Chicago's 2-2, but Rome has put up substantially better numbers. Not of Sutton. Like Sutton is getting like his. They started off slow and they're picking up, so I'm okay with Sutton. But Brian Thomas, yeah, you're absolutely right. It should be the other way around. Brian Thomas Jr. should actually be rated lower because his fantasy numbers are low this year. You are absolutely correct on that. Listen, you also have Jalen Warren, Rashad White, and JCM. Okay, so you got some good backs. Let's go to your first question, Tron. Okay, so what do we do here? See if you can trade Barkley for a running back 2 and a wide receiver 2. You might be able to do running back 1 and wide receiver 2. I would try that, but if they really want Barkley, I would keep Christian McCaffrey. He's the best thing going for the 49ers right now. But I would try to trade Barkley for a running back 1 and a receiver 2, or 2, running back 2 and a receiver 2. That's the route I would go with that one. Like, who do you think I could trade for if I bundled Rome, T-Mac, or Brian Thomas Jr.? Give me 1 second. Let me see something about T-Mac. If you bundle T-Mac, try this. Like, what do you? You're in an 8-man league, sitting here trying to smuggle players on your team. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm helping this. Okay, look here. This is what we're gonna do. I forgot to answer your question the first time. Yes, that was a good trade because you ended up with half the fantasy league. Should you drop anybody for Cortland Sutton? Only person I would drop for Cortland Sutton is T-Mac. Unless you want to trade him like when you say drop, are you trying to trade for Cortland, or is he actually in the waiver wire? If he's in the waiver wire, you can drop. Where was your team at? Oh, here it is. I would drop. I would say Nico, but damn, that's all they got in Houston. I mean, for Cortland Sutton, though, I'll probably drop Nico, or even Judikins. One of those two. I would drop one of those two for Cortland Sutton. If you want Cortland Sutton that bad, like I said, I think Cortland Sutton is great with Bo Nix. Bo Nix looks for him like all the time, and it's getting better as the weeks progress as well. So if you want to, who can you trade for? You have everybody. What more do you want, bro? Like, you're being greedy right now. You are 4-0 with the top 15 players on your roster, and you want more. God dang. Let me see. If you bundle Rome and T-Mac, you could probably get a Josh Allen. You already got Jettas. You got Jonathan Taylor. Like, what more? Oh, my God, bro. Undefeated. Of course you're undefeated. You have 32 people on your team. I don't even know who the rest of everybody else on everybody else's roster, if they even have anybody. You probably smuggled all them people off stage, but they're the retarded ones. Man, you better take this win, and I better never see you play another 8-man league ever again. Enjoy this win, and I mean enjoy it. Pop bottles, make a cake, start a parade, because you're gonna win this hands down. I don't see anybody beating you. You're in a 12-man league. Competitive. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, man. No, I'm just messing with you, Hutz. But I'm going to mess with you over an 8-man league. Yeah, every question you have for me, this is the responses you get because you're in an 8-man league. I can't, I'm helping you, but, you've already helped yourself. What am I going to do for you? You want me to find out who else can go on your team? God, Michael, the Archangel. I don't know if you got enough value for them. You don't know if you can trade for them. Oh my God! All right, are we still low on the Texans? Yeah, of course we are. What have they done? They beat the Titans. Oh, look at this! Look! It was 26-0 against the Tennessee Titans. I'm trying to find a reward here. They're 1-3, and their one win was against the Tennessee Titans. I'm very low on them. I only have them winning 7 games this year. They're not going into division. They're not winning the division. They're not going to be in the playoffs. But what do you want? I'm gonna stay low on them. It's right. Look, until the Texans are beating up the Bills, the Chiefs, even Baltimore, who can barely walk right now. Until I see something them take on some juggernauts, no, I ain't high on the Texans at all. There's nothing there to be high on. Think I got to trade? Surprised. I told you, didn't we talk about that the last time? And I think if I'm not mistaken, the last conversation we had is I wasn't big on trades this early. But if you're trading Nico Collins, that's okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. But if you need to find a way to get him off your team. And if not, look. You guys are talking to a man who has built his fantasy career on not trading. I don't trade. Who do you think I am? I'm coach for a reason. If I don't like you and you ain't producing, buy somebody on this waiver wire gonna give me my job. They're gonna do the job for me. I don't care. I don't care what your name is. I don't need to trade you because you got a name. Nico Collins on the waiver wire. I will find somebody else to claim. I don't need you. You ain't producing for me. You think I traded away Tank Dell when he was struggling? No, he went on my bench. I think I dropped him 2 weeks in a row and then picked him back up when nobody wanted him. Because I knew when I would get the right production out of him when he got hurt. It sucked. Still won second place though with 2 running backs. And Josh Allen, $140. But no, I'm not going to trade you. I'm going to drop you. I don't care what your name is. If I look at your goddamn stats and it said you are a receiver that should be catching at least 7 catches for 90 yards, and I'm only getting 3 for 30 week after week, you think it's going to be another week? Bye. I don't need to trade you. I know everybody else on my team I drafted because I'm a wonderful drafter. They're going to do their job. I need a plug-and-play guy, okay? I don't trade. I trade with the waiver wire. So for your question, Neori, just drop him. Who cares? He's Nico Collins. What is he going to do for another team that he couldn't do for you? Is that what you're worried about? You worried about the fact that he's going to end up on somebody else's team? So? And put it this way, if you drop him to pick up somebody else, wouldn't they have to do the same thing? So I wonder who they would have to drop to pick up a Nico Collins. Are they going to risk that? And if they do, how that name don't work out for you? See, you guys got to know how to play the drop game. I drop people just to bait people. Who's going to grab them? Let me see. No? Nobody wants Otten? Nobody wants Cade Otten? No? Okay, I went 3 weeks in a row with Cade Otten because his receiver went down over there in Bucks last year. I ate with Cade Otten, by the way, and he was my second tight end. Drops, people, drops. I will drop you. I don't need to trade you. I don't need to keep you on my team just because you got a name. AJ, I'm telling you right now, and I mean this. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And if you know me and you have played fantasy football with me, you know this to be about as true as God's face. I don't care what your name is. If I had AJ Brown on my team playing like he is right now, after 3 weeks, you're going to drop him. Go on somebody else's team then, bye. For 3 weeks, you've done nothing for me. Why am I holding you? Am I going to wait for something to happen? I am looking at the gameplay every week, and it is not towards you. It is towards a W. That is so different. So your target value, and you know who they've been hitting more? Schmitty. Did nobody pay attention to that, huh? Schmitty's been getting most of those rocks. I would have dropped him. He's not getting the ball. You guys have to not learn how to not be afraid of a simple drop. Who cares? If this dude didn't do it for you, you that worried that they're just going to pop off for that other guy? Guess what? You've already played him once and you beat him. So now this guy's on your team. How do you know that player is going to be effective 5 weeks from now against you now? Come on, guys. You got to think a little bit smarter than that. You let fear control how you all play fantasy football. You can't play fantasy football with fear. You got to take these L's. 8 wins gets you into the playoffs. 8. That's all you need. That is all you need to become a fantasy champion is 8 wins in the regular season. So if you sit here worrying about your little 10, 11, 12 and trying to go undefeated in fantasy, boy, the playoffs will eat you alive. I promise. Let's go. Nico, not the Nico. It's my first time in your live. How are you? How are you? Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Let's see. I got a question for a trade. Can you help me? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. This is what Coach does. But Coach can't be wrong, right? Let's see. New Bucky report. Seen on crutches with a walking boot. Do I drop Ollie Gordon to pick up Sean Tucker? Yes. 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 Thank you for paying attention to that because I have not seen the report come across on anything for me yet. So I appreciate you letting Coach know about that. And I will look up any report I have and report on that again. Not tomorrow. We won't have FFC tomorrow. We will have it on Friday. Tomorrow I have a catering. That's what I'm looking for. Interview. I have a catering interview tomorrow. So Friday we will be back and we will be talking about injuries and how to set up our lineups and everything going into week 5. But as of for right now, yes, pick up Sean Tucker, please. Absolutely. That means if he's in a walking boot, he probably won't be playing for 2 to 3 weeks, and unless they put him on IR. Nico, let's see. I have 8 people in my league, so you another 8-man league. But you sound new, like you've never done fantasy before. So let's see. Someone asked for my Justin Fields because he got Lamar injured. He has Scatterbo. I have also Lad McConkey that I would like to get rid of. He has McMillan. Should I do Scatterbo and McMillan for Fields and Lad? Well, here's another question. I have Hurts and Baker on my starting lineup. Yes! That's where I was about to go. Who do you have at quarterback besides Justin Fields. So the answer to that question is yes. You could absolutely make that trade. Here's why. You already have Hurts. You already have Mr. MVP Baker Mayfield. You're already set for life at quarterback right there. Now, you're wanting to get rid of Ladd McConkey. Obviously, there's a lot more weapons working harder than Ladd right now. So I understand that wanting to get rid of Ladd. Perfect. He has Scatterbo. You want Scatterbo, I'm assuming. And he has McMillan. Jalen McMillan or Tatoria McMillan? No, Jalen's on IR. So I'm assuming it's Tatoria. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we can do. Yeah, I would. Yep. Do that. You absolutely. I would definitely do that. As long as you also have other good running backs, Scatterbo's more like your third, fourth running back on your roster, you're absolutely fine. Yeah, I would do that definitely. Let's see. I have St. Brown and Quentin Johnson, A-Chain, and CMC. Oh, you're good then. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely make that trade. Absolutely. Smart having a third quarterback on your roster out of nowhere. That was actually kind of smart. On normal cases, I would say don't ever do that. But somehow it happened, and somehow it's able to work for you in a trade. So, yeah, I like how that worked out for you. Let's see. Are you still keeping Jaden Reed in the roster? No. I'm so sorry, Niori. No. And you know what's bad? I was high on Jaden Reed since he was a rookie. Like, I was big on this kid. I had him last year on the 14 team that I did, and I had him the years before that. Well, I believe this is his third season, so he ain't getting paid. I hope y'all know that. He ain't getting a contract. He might get like franchise tag, but or even released, but no. Because what is he now? Hurt now? Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, kid, we can't get no real production out of you since your rookie season. So no, unfortunately, we're not keeping on him on our rosters. We are letting him go. We are dropping him if we can find something else on the waiver wire. If you can try to squeeze him in a trade, go ahead. But he is droppable. Like, he is a droppable person. And as a matter of fact, since his rookie season, if you had him on your roster, I think I've told you to drop him once he stops producing. Like, yeah, let him go. Because it's like once he can't do it, it's like that's just what you're gonna get from him from now on. Like, it's sad. Like, I was high on him. I really was. But I do not think we're going to get the same production out of Jaden Reed that we have gotten from him in the past. On my bench, I got Kyron Williams, Jordan Mason, Swift, Sutton, Ladd, and Zay Flowers. So you 8-man leagues. Look here, you sound new to the league, to fantasy football. Maybe you've been playing 2-3 years, maybe a little more. That's it. Don't do another 8-man league after this. From now, I will help you with the 8-man, and we're gonna get you through the season. If you have an 8-man league coming to coach, this is your last time. You will do 10 and up after this, and no more. Okay. And as a matter of fact, we're going to make it even harder for you. We're going to throw some of y'all in some dynasty leagues. Let you guys work through progressions of players from rookie to the end of the career. 8-man leagues make me sick. No. 8-man leagues are just so easy, man. There's no competition. Everybody's got everybody. Like, how you like the wins come cheap. The losses even come as cheap. Like, it's just like it's nothing there with the 8-man, man. I think the toughest 8-man is non-PPR. Non-PPR. because it's all relied on skill, no matter who the player is. So you can have Jetta, but if Jetta's only got 4 catches for 80 yards and no touchdowns, guess what you got? 8 points. So for non-PPR, 8-man leagues can be very, very, very competitive. PPR, nah, man, this is child's play in PPR. I'm 3-1 so far and lost by 5 points when Fields got hurt. Yeah, that sucks too. I would have started Baker though. Oh no, he said in week 2. Yeah, that sucks. I'm assuming that's when you took that loss. Oh. Trade McBride for Tetoria and Kraft. Yeah. Right now, McBride is a trade high value because he's a great player. But I do believe that's going to diminish, not by him, just because of the team he's on. So for right now, I would definitely trade him for Kraft and Tetoria. Absolutely. Good catch. Justice Hill still in the waiver wire for my Derrick Henry handcuff. Should I still grab him? If you have room on your roster to drop somebody and pick him up, yes, handcuff is definitely. This just might be the time you want to handcuff running backs right now, because just the rate of the state of the running backs right now. Because look, if you have Kyrie Williams, Corum should have been a handcuff because he gets the rock. If you have Breece Hall, Braylon Allen should have been handcuffed. He gets the rock. So handcuffs should have been a big significance this year, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you can't grab him, I definitely will. Just in case Derrick Henry go down. Kraft better than McBride anyway, no? I wouldn't say he's better. I think Kraft is in a better situation than McBride. Put it this way. Give Trey McBride Jordan Love. Who's better? Give Trey McBride Josh Allen. Who's better? Give Trey McBride Daniel Jones. Who's better? See, McBride has Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray runs around in a circle and then throws the ball in the air. If I was a tight end, I really wouldn't get the ball in. It looked good for a minute when there was no film. Then it became film. Then he stayed away from it. That's what Kyler Murray does when this gets hard on the field. He won't throw it. Like, it scares him. Because why? He doesn't read. He doesn't read the field. He doesn't do his homework. They put it in his contract, and he cried about it. They don't study. You don't study. You play Call of Duty all day. I play a lot of Fortnite, but Jesus Christ, I am right here doing my assignment for football. I still got to go to work every day and cook these amazing meals in my kitchen. I'm the culinary key. I can't slack. I still got work to do. Kyler Murray, you don't do nothing. You run around in the circle and throw the ball in there. So as of right now, yes, Kraft is better because the situation is better than McBride. But I do still like Trey McBride as a tight end, because I think he's an amazing player. All right, guys, that was a wonderful, wonderful show for you for today. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I really do. Please like, subscribe, and share the coach. I really appreciate it. Don't keep me, okay? You got to share me to everybody. You ain't got to tell them when I go live. They can go back and just read, watch the video that I upload. But no. Share the wealth, guys. Subscribe, make these followers go up, make these subscriptions go up, okay, so we can be on a bigger platform, right? That's the big goal, is to get Coach on a bigger platform, so I can be doing this for you guys just in better ways, right? I'm just doing this from a laptop, a camera, and these fingertips and some research that I do, okay? So it's not hard, but I would love to have a bigger platform for all of you so we can do this enough. Look, I'm trying to get this going. Like, I'm trying to become big when it pertains to just helping people when it comes to football. Like, if I could sit on an ESPN podium with all those wonderful analysts and tell them to the face, you all are full of crap. How do you look at these players and say the crap that you say? Guys, that would mean the world to me to attack at ESPN. I love ESPN, don't get me wrong. But the people that work for them inside, sometimes I'd be like, where did you all get those stat numbers from? What are you people watching that I'm seeing? Because we ain't looking at the same stuff. And most of the time, Coach ain't even wrong. ESPN is. So, I would love to sit on there with Stephen A. Smith and just tell him how loud he is for no reason. That would just be music to my ears. And then on that same platform, help you all out. Oh, one last question. Let's see. Between McBride, Kraft, and Ferguson, who do you start, bench, and drop? Oh shit, I'm starting Ferguson actually this week. Look, the Dallas Cowboys. Is that Ferguson from Dallas? Let me double check. I should be right. Yeah. Jake. Let me see. Jake. Yeah. I'm Jake Ferguson all the way, and I'm glad too because he should have been this last year, but obviously Dallas ran. But this is what Jake Ferguson was the year before. And if you had Jake Ferguson on your roster, you was one happy SOB. But yeah. You got all three, which is, I mean, you are an 8-man league. But yes, I'm starting Jake Ferguson. I'm benching Kraft, and I might be dropping McBride. So out of three of those, right, whoever has the lowest numbers of the three gets dropped. And if that's Trey McBride, bye. We don't hold people. We don't hold them. If he's there when we need him, we'll go back to where I pick him up. Somebody else might grab him. Who knows? But again, whoever they have to grab, they also have to drop. Remember that. You're playing that kind of game. They're going to grab what you dropped. That's fine. See what they drop. It might be worth it on your team. May not be. Who knows? But then now that person's dropped, now another team will grab him and they're going to have to drop somebody. It's a process. You don't get to pick up and walk away. Somebody got to go back into that pool. You see what I'm saying? And then if you're smart about it, keep your eye out, right? What does that mean? What does that mean, keep your eye out? Well, today's Wednesday. Why would you drop him today if you don't have to? Why not drop him on, I don't know, Friday? So that way the person can't be picked up on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like if I'm going to drop somebody, I'm going to wait. If I can pick up somebody and drop, I'll wait till the last minute. Why? Because you ain't picking that person up on Sunday. You gonna have to wait till Wednesday, my boy. When the waiver wire is open. You gotta know how to play the game, guys. Okay? It's all strategic from every avenue, not just from your roster, but from the absent roster, from the availability roster. You gotta know how to finesse throughout the whole thing, guys. It can't just be about trades and drops. You gotta do it all. Tent and Kraft. How you doing, DJ? Tent and Kraft for McBride. Yep. If you're getting Tent and Kraft and you're trading away McBride, yes, that is an absolute. Look, again, you might have missed it when I said it. Right now, Trey McBride is a high value sale. Period. I don't like if you do not get rid of him this week, you lost. Not fantasy. You lost out on actually being able to trade him unless you can put him in a package somewhere. But if you're using McBride's name as a sole trade bait to get to two players, this is the only week you're going to be able to do it, guys. I promise you. After this, and again, he might even have a good week, which might, make that trade look even better. But after that, no. After that, Trey McBride, that back again. Look at his quarterback, Kyler Murray. How about Tyler Warren? It's going to be up and down for Tyler Warren because they have a lot of weapons over there. Let me double check one thing. You got Jonathan Taylor running the ball very well. Yeah. Tyler Warren is a rookie tight end. Okay. Here is what we need to pay attention to with Tyler Warren. Targets since week 1 to week 4. Okay. His targets 9, 7, 5, 6. Why were they so high in week 9? Because nobody paid attention to him in week 9 and week 2. Week 1 and week 2. Okay. Why did they drop in week 3 and week 4? Because Michael Pittman Jr. is starting to ball and they're running the ball. So they have weapons. Here is what's significant and why you want to keep him. In 7 catches, he had 76 yards. In 4 catches, he had 79 yards. His lowest was against Tennessee, 3 for 38. Okay. And he didn't even score in that game. So that was his lowest production throughout 4 weeks. He emerged against the Rams that have a good defense, 5 for 70 with 2 touchdowns. So for me, Tyler Warren is a keeper, but you do need to pay attention if you have another tight end who has the better matchup each week. Here's what I'm saying when it comes to McBride. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm right. Here's why. The defense gets stiffer after Tennessee. You got Indiana, you got Green Bay, you got a bye week, you got Dallas, but then you got Seattle, San Francisco, you got Tampa Bay on the roster. Jacksonville's week 12 is fine. So with McBride, between Indiana, Green Bay, Seattle, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, even Houston, those are the games I feel like McBride is going to have problems in because they play defense as well against the tight end. It's 4 weeks, so those numbers are good for 4 weeks. And also, what happens to Kyler Murray after week 6 or 7? He gets hurt, and then everybody's numbers drop because some brand new rando got to come in and do what he got to do. Now, will the brand new rando have good value with trade? It can. I don't know. Something we kind of have to see. And again, I like Trey. I'm a big fan of Trey. My issue is who throws him the ball. It looks good right now. Kyler Murray does not sustain consistency throughout his career. So how is his tight end supposed to do that? So yes, the value and volume will drop eventually. And I'm saying eventually meaning like within the next couple of weeks, because this has just always been the trajectory of Kyler Murray. I hope that answers your question. Huh? I'm not confused. 4-star playoff ass. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Now, assuming Bucky will not play this week, I start Sean Tucker in the flex over Chase Brown. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they're playing Seattle. Be careful with Tucker, though. Right now, they're not saying anything about Bucky and about Sean starting. So be careful. He is questionable. They have him questionable. They got Bucky starting in week 5. They're saying it's week to week. They got Bucky starting week 5. They're not even talking like Sean Tucker's getting the football this week. So I would stick with Bucky until Friday. Let's look at Friday and see if how everything goes by Friday, and see if we need to make any changes then. All right, guys, again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with Coach. We will be back again on Friday at 9:30 a.m. I do have to go run some errands right now. And then when I come back, I will hopefully get like an hour and a half in on Twitch with some gaming, because I do that as well. I game Fortnite a lot on Twitch. So here are the handles if you need to talk. If you need to get with Coach anytime throughout the week. If you need to talk to me about football, ask me any more football questions, ask me any more lineup questions, sell questions, buy low questions, anything like that. Anything that has to do with fantasy, you can hit me up on Instagram at Fantasy Football with Coach. You can hit me on TikTok at Coach Coombs _5. And you can hit me up on Twitter X at FFC Coach Coombs. And on Twitch, if you just want to talk football while I'm gaming, you can hit me up at Theme Park Gamers. Excuse me. I appreciate you guys always. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to Coach, please. I really appreciate it if you do. Again, I just want this platform to become bigger for you guys, so you guys can have me on a national level instead of a computer level. The media will love this face, even with Goofy. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, stay tuned. We will be back Friday at 9:30 Eastern Time, a.m. in the morning. So please be there and be ready to set your lineups for week 5. I love you guys. Coach is out.
you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.